Hey guys, it is Monday here in West Virginia, so it's time for us to do our Mopar Monday, and we have quite a big Mopar Monday today. We're cracking open 5 vehicles for you guys. These are from the Greenlight Hazzard County or Tri-County Hobby Exclusive Series. I don't know what to call them because they really don't have a title for them on the package anywhere. As you can see, all it is a dirt road with trees down both sides of the road, and then the name of the vehicle done in cursive, writing kind of like the emblems would have been on the car. It even has that chrome like look to it. It's chrome silver look, how emblems and ornaments are on vehicles. So anyways, this set is very extensive too. There are tons of cars. I came up with, I think, like 22 or 23 different cars that they have in this series with the packaging like this. It's crazy. Trying to keep up with them, and some of them are very, very elusive, like this guy here. This one here I actually had to order from another country. There's only one on eBay with a checkered cab, and not the checkered cab that goes in this series, just a New York City hobby exclusive. And this guy here, and they want like $38 for it. It's like, wow, that's really steep for a checkered cab and an old C-body cop car. Although these C-bodies are doing much better than I thought they would when they were first launched by Greenlight. I didn't know there were that many fans out there of this style car. I thought I was one of the very few. But I found out wrong, that I was wrong. And anyways, this one, as I said, I got shipped in from another country. I did buy extras of it. That way I would have some trading material to get some of the other ones I'm looking for, not only in this set, but in the Hot Pursuit series. So I have a couple of these that I would like to trade more than sell. That way I can get some of the harder to find ones I need. And one thing I've noticed with these late 70s C-bodies from Greenlight, the name Coronet, the 75 and 76 Dodge Coronet that they have released, all of them are demanding big money on the secondary market, except for the vintage ad car. That one is still easier to find, and it's not too much. You can find it for around $10, sometimes even less. But the hobby shop one that looked like a stock 76 Coronet in maroon with the wire spoke hubcaps, that one is almost impossible to find now, and when you do find it, it's at least $20. And then the California Highway Patrol, the black one with the black and white one, I should say, with the light bar. The one without the light bar, I think, is a Monaco. But they both have push bars on them, which look pretty cool. One of the very few that came with a big push bar on the front of them. And that one, I do have an extra of it, too. That's a very, very hard to find one, too. I don't know why. It seems like the Coronet is the most popular and the most elusive. I don't know if it's that people like the name Coronet more than Fury or Monaco, because they're pretty much the same car. I'll show you when we have all three next to each other. It's just different grills and different, I think, tail lights, and that's it. But the body is exactly the same. It's the same casting, just the front and rear are slightly different. That's why they have that header panel and your headlight bezels as a separate piece from the body. That way they can use this casting universally for, I think, 4 years with 3 different body styles. So it's kind of cool that they did that, and the cars look really good and very accurate too. So anyways, let's get this guy off the card and take a look at him. And there's not even any write-up on the back of these, and they don't even say like the county, just in the advertisements. This one is from, if you can see it there, Choctaw County Sheriff. And that was one of the surrounding surrounding counties in the Dukes of Hazzard series. Now, that's the one thing that is a little bit disappointing about this series, is that they kind of cross over the Johnny Knoxville Dukes of Hazzard movie from the early 2000s and the original Dukes of Hazzard series. They kind of incorporated both of them as one series. And I don't know why all of these cars have a little hole in the back window glass on all of them. I don't know if that's how the mold is and that's how they put it in there. The machine holds it like when assembling it. There, I'm not sure how that works, but this car looks really good. I like the beige, or I don't know what they call butterscotch tan color, and the color match stillies with the dog dish caps. This is a really sharp looking car. And as I said, extremely hard to find here in the States. So that is our first one to take a look at. And as I said, like, the only things that changed on these cars are the front header panels and the rear bumper. So next, let's go ahead and take a Monaco. Now, this is a 77 Monaco. This is the first year, I think, for the Monaco on this platform. Before, it was this platform. I got my old Blues Brothers car here. They use this platform with the Monaco name all the way until, I think, 75 or 76. And then the new style here ran the Coronet name. Then, in 77, they done away with the old style Monaco and then just put the Monaco name on the Coronet platform, it seems like. So this guy here, if you can see, once again, they should have put the names of the county on the package too. It's from Hatchap Sheriff, Finchburg County. That is another surrounding county in the original TV show. And as you can see on the corner of the window, like I mentioned, they have that little hole for where they can put the window in, I guess, is how the assembly machine works. So you can see this one looks pretty good. And looking at the front ends, there's really hardly any difference at all. Except, now in 77, this was a big thing even with GM cars. They had the double stack vertical square headlights. They did that with the Monte Carlo too, because even the 76 Monte Carlo had round headlights like the 76 Coronet did. Then in 77, everybody went with the square headlights, and usually they were double stacked like that on a lot of the big body cars. But you could see it still has a split grille, a little bit different of a design. The front bumper, a little different with the marker lights. It looks like in 77 they were a little bigger. And then flipping it around, looking at the tail lights, they're just pretty much the same. They're a little bit bigger on the 77. So as you can see, the 75, 76 Coronet wears a different bumper, but they look really, really similar. But the taillights on the 77 are a little bigger. But the overall body is the same casting. Now we'll go to a Fury, so you guys can see what the Fury looks like. And this is a 75 Plymouth Fury. This is another one that's getting harder to find too in this series. This is the Atlanta Police. And this one I kind of found, I don't know, a little weird, because they always refer to Atlanta as capital city in the Dukes of Hazzard. I don't remember seeing the Atlanta Police, but I could be wrong. I know in the movie they went to Atlanta, but the police cars were based on newer style cop cars, not these old ones. So I'm not sure where this came in the television show. The one was always called Capital City, and it was green and white. And we're going to do that one here in just a moment. But this one, as you can see, 1975 Plymouth Fury. That was the first year that this body style appeared. And they used it on the Coronet and the Fury, as I just explained. So looking at this here. Now, the Fury usually has a big open grille like this. And since it was an older model, 75, it has the round headlights. Now, when we get to like the 77 Furies, you'll see that they're double stacked like the Monaco. But they still, I think, have a large open grille. And the tail lights. Once again, tail lights are different. The rear bumper is a little different too, but I think it's the same bumper as the 77 Monaco. They just have different lens decals in there, and that is it. So, yeah, it was a really cool car to pick to make diecast of, because, as I mentioned, they could use it in numerous areas, like 4 different years, 75 through 78, and they could use it on Coronet, Monaco, Fury. So they were really smart when picking this casting. I just didn't think it was going to go over as well as it has. So now doing another 75 Fury, and it is Capital City. Now that is kind of odd because it's not a county or anything. It's just a regular police. And I'm not really going over the packages because there's not really much to say there, but you can see how the name's written, and it's the same thing. Now, under that name, Fury, you can see there's a house in the background, and I think it's supposed to represent the Duke's farm, maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that because you don't get a clear shot of it or clear look at it. Now, this is the one I remember from the series, and I think it was a black cop that always drove this car, if I can stay steady. As you can see on the door, it does say Capital City Police. Now, in my opinion, that was Atlanta, because Atlanta is the capital of Georgia. I'm trying to get that zoom back out. So, I would have assumed that this car was representing this, but they launched an Atlanta Police along with Capital City Police. So I'm not sure both of these appeared. I just don't remember this one. I do remember that one, and I remember them always saying Capital City. I don't remember them saying the word Atlanta too often, but it's also been like 3 decades since I've watched any of the shows, so it's been a long time. And another thing with these cars, like sometimes I get disappointed with Greenlight because they mount the bases a little off, and it kind of throws the car off a little bit. I don't know if I can show you, get down here a little lower and let you see. As you can see, it kind of looks like it's cocked a little bit that way, but you can see the gap above the tire on this side. And then it's not so bad on this one. The next one is a little worse, and we'll go over that one when we get to it, which will be right now. So it is another Monaco, a 77 Monaco. And this is Hatchap County Sheriff. I don't remember in the show, but when I looked them up on Google, it said that it was in the show, that they did go there for some reason, and such. Same thing with the Finchburg, same thing with the Choctaw County. So anyways, let's go ahead and get him off of the car and take a look at it. You can see the house back there a little bit through here. It looks a little bit taller than the Duke's farm. I thought their house, well, it was an old farmhouse, but I thought it was 1 floor. I could be wrong about that. As I mentioned, it's been 25 or 30 years since I've watched an episode of this. The movie I watched, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago again. So that's a little bit fresher in my mind than the series. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this off the car and take a look at it. And I do have the ones that we unboxed before. I have both Hazzard County Mopars. Well, actually, AMC is a Mopar too. I can't keep counting it out, but it's an adopted Mopar in my opinion, which it really is. They didn't buy out AMC until the 80s, I think like 87, something like that. But anyways, as you can see, the Monaco split grille, double stack headlights and such, and it looks really good in black and white. I love this car in black and white, or even done in the typical cop style paint job, white center and then green front and green rear, or red front, red rear, and my favorite being the black front and rear with all white center. But as you can see, we got 5 more here to add to the collection, and we have the 74 style Monaco, and we have, I think it is the 77 Monaco for Hazzard County, and there is also, I believe, a 75 Coronet for Hazzard County, which that's going to be really hard to find. I can't even find it anywhere at all right now. The AMC Matador Hazzard County is getting hard to find too. I would like to get the AMC Matador and the for Hazzard County and for the U.S. Marshal. There's like 5 different AMC Matadors out there for cop cars. But the only 2 I'm really interested in is U.S. Marshal and the Hazzard County. Then you have a bunch of other stuff. Like I said, you have the checkered cab for the Hazzard County. I forget what it's called, Trinsdale or something like that, taxi company. And that one is a tough one to find too for a decent price. I've only seen one and it's $30. And I don't know, I'm just not going to pay $30 for a checkered cab. That's just my opinion. I don't need it that bad in my collection. I'm probably going to start slowing down on the police cars from this Tri-County or Hazzard County series and focus more on the Hot Pursuit ones that I need, because there's a lot of cool Hot Pursuit ones that I want. And they're also getting up there in price, and the availability is getting more scarce too. So I want to get them while they're still available. So anyways, guys, that's it for our Mopar Monday. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will be back again probably on Wednesday for a Wagon Wednesday if my 2 wagons get delivered today. We're getting close to having a full set of the Buick Estate wagons from Auto World. There's 2 coming this week, and we'll do an unboxing on them. And after that, we only have 1 left to get to complete the set. I think there's 10, and then there's also a custom-made one for like a crash-up derby, demolition derby place, and they made a rusted-up Buick wagon in collaboration with Auto World, but I haven't got that one. I don't think I'm going to get that one. I'm just trying to get all the Auto World like official releases without any collaboration. But anyways, that's it, guys. We will see you in the middle of the week sometime, either for Truckin' Tuesday, a Wagon Wednesday, something like that. But we will see you before Friday, so enjoy the start of your week. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe.